I'm gonna have to go many years back into myself. Nobody is at the level of equilibrium. We all have too much noise inside us, to be honest. Psychotic garbage. The relationship with yourself should be
And I had this question, my communication skills I need to really improve,
in what
especially
aspect?
uh, in general also. The women as well, in a sexual way, that is something different. But in general also, I want to be better in my conversations. Like my body, if I'm saying yes, my body shouldn't say no. Basically, congruence in my body and with my speech. Lot, in this, uh, like I started journaling. I used to journal like since my school days, but now when I do conscious journaling, it really helps in a lot of ways. Because a lot of
Hmm.
my stuck thoughts and things that are stuck in my mind, they come out, and it's a way my communication and my speech becomes more clearer as well.
Hmm.
I think so. But I think I want to be better because in hospitality we're talking to a lot of people, a lot of times in a lot of different ways. You see all types of people, all of that, but I want to be able to talk in their own language with different people and connect with them at a personal level without wanting anything in return, but just having a good conversation with anyone who comes in front of me. बहुत कुछ
Okay.
भरा हुआ है दिमाग में इस बार.
E- Exactly. So exactly what I'm writing right now is psychotic garbage. Okay.
Okay.
So anyways, I've got a bunch of things which I've written.
Mhm. Before this call, I came like I was thinking, what should I talk to him about? I had your workout. I want to know about the workout because I want to be optimizing my time when I work out. But 1 घंटा कर रहा हूँ, it should be worth it, not just lifting this or doing this and all. Because boring now. And I want to know more about girls and better in physically. I want to be more comfortable with them and better in sex and all of that basically. Not just sex, as in how to please them better, as in
Okay,
sexually.
so I'm gonna have to go many years back into myself, all right, to
Mm-hmm.
teach a
Yeah.
few of these things.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I'll try my best. That's one thing for which I have, as of now, 6 topics listed that I will try to teach on. Then we have the one thing which I wrote related to the psychotic garbage, which is the journaling thing. And then besides that, before I start talking about the girls thing, I will try to put out something which is like how in a mathematics problem you have a given. I need you to understand that given in the problem which I will give you, and then from there we will start learning. So let's start one by one. Number one, as a side note, the psychotic garbage part. You are doing journaling, fantastic. If it helps you, continue. Try to understand that all of us have a relationship with ourselves as well. It's not just we have a relationship with a girl, we have a relationship with family, we have a relationship with this, etc.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have a relationship with ourselves, and the problem why society overall is in a state of alone suffering, lonely suffering, and psychosis of a lot of ways, like one day feeling depression, one day feeling anxiety, one day feeling top of the world just because something good happened in the material world, etc., etc., etc. Nobody is at the level of equilibrium. Everybody is being swung around like a pendulum randomly in any direction based on how the material world gives them stimulus. So a
Mhm.
young girl today, if she posts something on Instagram and it doesn't get the kind of reach which if she would get if the fucking camera is right here like this mic pointing towards her boobs, she can feel really shitty about herself. And because the material world will reward this behavior, then she will do it every day until 5 years later she realizes, oh my god, I made
Becomes a
such horrible
slave of it.
mistakes in my life. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now the side note, I want to talk about self-analysis versus self-judgment. So I spoke about the relationship with the self, right? So the relationship with the self, when I gave this example, relationship with the self is a thing which actually matters the most. For
Okay.
example, if you were somebody who's a young guy who wants to become successful because you come from a bad, not fortunate enough background, and you think getting successful is the only way to buy a nice car or, getting a girl or whatever, and the day you fail or the day you don't have a lot of productivity, you will feel really shitty about yourself, because that is what your relationship to the self is. It comes from mostly a place of judgment, because it's basing its markers based on the outside world, even though the relationship with the self is a purely internal world game. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're journaling this, that, etc., and you say it helps, yes, it helps. But if you add commentary to that relationship with yourself, so the relationship with yourself should be understood and felt in its purest form by just the feeling state, rather than the mind adding mental dialogue to it, punishing itself or creating guilt or etc etc, because then you're getting stuck in self judgment, which is building up further psychotic garbage in your own mind.
Yeah, right,
We
right.
all have too much noise inside us, to be honest. All right. So try to not have that, or try to find ways to reduce psychotic garbage buildup, or try to find ways to shake it off and get it out of your system. You know,
But I am, and I used to do that, and that commentary thing. So I used to do that quite early in my school life and just outside my school life. But now I don't, because I realized. So
yeah,
if I do something that I don't like, I say it's okay, good for an experience. But fuck it, let's go, beyond and see things.
yeah.
Like in this thing as well.